ready to peer into your subconscious mind. I've got a series of imaginative scenarios designed to help you discover your deepest thoughts and feelings. Welcome back to another Kokology session. If you're new and you haven't seen the other Kokology videos, Kokology is made up of a series of psychological quizzes designed to unlock your inner world. We are about to reveal your secret cravings, longings, reactions, and responses. How exactly? I will guide you through and ask you to visualize 8 different scenarios. And since you asked for it, heads up, the last 3 scenarios are focusing on love and sexuality. Each playful scenario is going to contain either a series of open-ended or multiple choice questions. And I need you to answer each question I ask with the very first thing that pops into your mind. Don't overthink, okay? Go with your gut. There are no right or wrong answers, so just be honest with yourself and keep an open mind. By the end of this experience, you'll know yourself on a much deeper level. Please remember, our Kokology sessions are for entertainment and self-reflection only. I will be sharing the common consensus answers with you after each scenario, but all responses are open to interpretation. Any insights shared in this session should not be taken as professional psychological advice. Not professional psychological advice. So, now. If you're feeling nice and open to whatever comes up for you, then let's begin with a little guidance, encouragement, and constructive criticism. Can you remember a time when someone's support helped you through a rough patch? You're about to provide that support for someone else. Now, I want you to imagine that you are a psychologist with a private counseling service. Tell me, what sort of room do you hold your therapy sessions in? Please describe the room in detail. What sort of room are you holding those therapy sessions in? Your first patient of the day has just walked in. They sit down and start to share what's troubling them. What problem are they struggling with the most? What problem are they struggling with? How do you counsel them, or what advice do you give them to help them with this problem? How does your patient react or respond to you as you share your professional insights? Flash forward. It is now the end of the day, and office hours are over. You are buried in paperwork when suddenly someone unexpectedly rushes in. Who is it? Who rushes in? Very good. Let's see what your responses reveal about you. patient in this scenario represents a part of you that's in need of support and guidance. The office you imagined indicates an element you feel is missing in your life. Did you picture a cozy, quiet space for deep reflection? Maybe it was a bright room that encourages full expression and getting things out in the open. Or maybe it was a warm, welcoming environment that feels safe and nurturing. Where is your mind telling you that you need to be? The problem your patient struggled with is actually a source of stress for you. Was it a toxic environment, internal blocks, a traumatic experience? The advice you gave might be the clear, rational advice you need to hear. But the question is, can you take your own advice and apply it to your life? How your patient responded to your advice reveals your ability to accept and act on good advice when it's given to you. Were they focused and engaged, or did they act defensive and insist they knew better? Maybe they acted like they agreed, but you could tell they were about to dismiss your advice as soon as they left. What does their reaction reveal about how open you are to changing? The person who unexpectedly rushed in is someone who causes you anxiety. Some aspect of their struggle reminds you of your own. But this does not mean you should avoid them. The more you observe what it is about them that causes you anxiety, the easier it will be to work through your own internal battles. Some people think of home as a roof over their head or a place to rest after a long day. But for many others, the home holds a deeper meaning. It represents safety, comfort, and love. Home is where the heart is, right? The home has the ability to really reflect the personalities of the people living in it over time. So tell me, how do you picture your dream home? The home you see yourself most comfortable living in. How do you picture that dream home of yours? Let's take a look inside. As soon as you step through the front door, you see a staircase immediately in front of you. Is the staircase brightly illuminated or dimly lit? Brightly illuminated or dimly lit? The house hasn't been lived in for a while, so there are areas that could really benefit from some tender love and care. Hallway, kitchen, toilet, bathtub. Those are just some examples, but which room stands out as needing the most deep cleaning? And which area is in the best condition? As you wander from room to room, you notice the front door is still cracked open, and you catch someone peeking in. Who is the person peeking in? Attaining your dream home is like achieving a life goal. The way you envisioned your perfect space is closely tied to what you see for your future. Consider the staircase. It symbolizes what's ahead. If you pictured a well-lit staircase, this typically means you have clear ambitions and a hopeful outlook. If you imagined a dark stairway, you might feel uncertain or anxious about where life is taking you. The messiest or dirtiest room reveals an area of your life where you think you'll face the most challenges, while the cleanest room is likely to be the key to your success and fulfillment. For example, if you pictured a messy hallway, that might indicate social anxiety and difficulty navigating relationships, while a clean hallway signifies you're a great networker who forms lasting connections. A dirty kitchen suggests internal stress and unresolved trauma that might lead to self-sabotage, while a clean kitchen indicates an ability to adapt and overcome by relying on internal guidance and support. A dirty toilet suggests fears surrounding scarcity, debt, and even bankruptcy. A clean toilet suggests financial security and success. Now the bathtub symbolizes health. A dirty bathtub often points to fears about potential future illness. If the tub is clean, it suggests you pay attention to maintaining good health and an optimistic outlook. The person peeking in through the cracked door is someone perceived as a potential threat to your future happiness. It may even be someone you could never imagine causing you intentional harm. But deep down, this person brings a sense of unease because you know they hold the greatest power to hurt you. As a reminder, our intuition often picks up on warning signs our conscious minds brush aside. Dogs might be considered man's best friend, but cats, they're definitely their own best buds. Love them, hate them, and let's be real, they probably don't care. Cats have been part of our lives for ages, and it is clear they're not going anywhere anytime soon. It's not like they do much for us, but that cool indifference, quiet confidence, and air of mystery give them a special place in our hearts and homes. Of the following 4 phrases, which best describes your perception of cats? When you think of cats, do you picture them 1. Lounging in the sun, 2. Mysterious and elusive, 3. Delightfully soft and cuddly, 4. A solitary wanderer? Again, which best describes your perception of cats? Do you picture them 1. Lounging in the sun, 2. Mysterious and elusive, 3. Delightfully soft and cuddly, or 4. A solitary wanderer? Got it? Good. In Jungian psychology, cats symbolize the feminine principle called the anima. The anima reflects your true inner self, separate from any societal roles. Your perception of cats reveals the true nature of your authentic self. If you chose one lounging in the sun, you are an easygoing person who gets along with almost everyone, and people see you as being comfortable in your skin and in any situation. But that same sense of comfort you exude can also make you appear superficial or indifferent to other people's feelings. If you chose two, mysterious and elusive, your true inner self is a kaleidoscope, constantly shifting and evolving. This keeps the people you care about on their toes, making your behavior an exciting puzzle for the people who love you, but for those who don't have the patience or interest to unravel your mysteries, you might come off as a bit more complicated than it's worth. If you chose 3, delightfully soft and cuddly, you view the world as a space designed to inspire and cater to your needs. This can come across as a calm confidence or extreme self-absorption. But until you notice how this behavior directly affects your life, you won't be bothered to take a deeper look at it. If you chose 4, a solitary wanderer, you are deeply in tune with the emotional and social dynamics around you. And this makes you come across as caring, warm, and genuinely invested in others. But this sensitivity can also make you seem a bit dramatic or overly sensitive when you finally open up and share your feelings. Have you ever had a day where everything just fell into place? Where each little stroke of luck made your day get better and better? But then, of course, there's the flip side, where one tiny snafu snaps you back to reality. It's life's twists and turns that keep you on your toes, right? Well, you take a trip to your favorite bakery to grab a jelly donut. Yum. But when you get home to take a big, juicy bite, surprise, your jelly donut is completely missing the jelly in the middle. How do you react to this letdown? You have 4 options, and they are: 1, return to the shop and get a new donut. 2, accept that these things happen and continue enjoying your donut. 3, eat something else. 4, try filling the empty donut yourself to make it taste better. Again, you have 4 options, and they are: 1, return to the shop and get a new donut. 2, accept that these things happen and continue enjoying the donut. 3, eat something else. Or 4, try filling the empty donut yourself to make it taste better. Have you made your selection? Very nice. You might be surprised to learn that your selection reveals the role you take within your friend group. If you return to the shop to get a new donut, you are grounded and remain calm when life throws you curveballs. Your friends turn to you for your level-headed advice. However, you aren't the type to take charge or make commands. You prefer supporting the person making the decisions by giving them your sharp insights. If you continued enjoying the donut, you aren't shook by surprises. You're patient easygoing nature makes you very easy to get along with. You're the glue that binds your friend group together. Because you never make anything a big deal, you don't necessarily stand out, but your friends always notice when you're not there. If you decided to eat something else, you're the natural leader of the group. You're the decision maker who decides on group activities. You face disagreements head on, and your natural confidence means that when you speak, your friends pay attention. If you tried filling the empty donut yourself to make it taste better, you're the idea person in the friend group. You bring a fresh perspective that spots opportunities where others see roadblocks. Your friends appreciate the way you keep things interesting, and they know that no matter what, they can rely on you to keep things fun. If I handed you a pen and paper and asked you to sketch something specific and relatively simple, chances are you would start drawing it instantly. But if I asked you to draw anything you wanted, you'd likely freeze for a second. The idea of absolute freedom can cause more hesitation than a challenging obstacle. Now, I have given you a single sheet of paper and a pair of scissors. I want you to cut the paper into 2 halves. How do you cut the paper? You have 4 options, and they are 1. A clean cut down the middle. 2. A wavy line. 3. A zigzag. 4. A gently rounded curve. Again, your options are 1. A clean cut down the middle. 2. A wavy line. 3. A zigzag. 4. A gently rounded curve. Did you make your selection? So what does the way you cut the paper in half mean? Well, it reveals how you choose to end friendships and relationships. While it doesn't have to get all complicated, a clean break doesn't always fit the situation. However, if you did choose a clean cut down the middle, when you decide to end a relationship, it's final. There's no second guessing or looking back. You believe that a clean cut is the least painful and best way to heal without scarring. You apply the same cold detachment to every aspect of your life. If you went with a wavy line, you stress out and overanalyze potential decisions, not wanting anyone to feel hurt or upset. Sometimes you second guess so much it makes your head spin. Just remember, dragging things out just makes the situation worse for everyone involved. If you did a zigzag, you see happy endings as a joke. You think everyone should experience the same amount of pain when a relationship ends. You'd rather act out in a way that ensures the entire relationship blows up. If you cut a gently rounded curve, you don't understand why a breakup is necessary when all you really need is some time apart. Just remember, not everyone shares your hopeful outlook. When someone tells you it's over, they typically mean it. A new job is always stressful. The learning curve, new colleagues, the desire to make a good impression, the slip-ups. We tend to learn best from our mistakes. Your friend just started a new job, waiting tables at a restaurant. You decide to drop in and see how they're doing. But as soon as you step inside, you find your friend in an argument with a customer. What did your friend do wrong? You have 4 options, and they are: 1. They didn't come to the table when called. 2. They got the order wrong. 3. They spilled something on the customer. 4. They started cleaning the table before the customer finished eating. Again, the options are: 1. They didn't come to the table when called. 2. They got the order wrong. 3. They spilled something on the customer. 4. They started clearing the table before the customer finished eating. Your friend at the restaurant is actually your psychological stand-in. The mistake you witnessed reflects your own personal weakness when it comes to responding to others' needs. This mirrors issues you've likely encountered in your love life. If your friend didn't come to the table when called, you struggle to focus on your partner. When you go out with them, you might temporarily ditch them if something you see intrigues you. Or you might even get caught checking other people out when you're together. If you're actually interested in the person you're with, pay attention to them, or you're better off not being with them at all. If the order was wrong, you may shirk responsibility in your relationships. You might be known for never showing up on time, or even inviting your friends to date night. For a happier love life, you need to pay more attention to your partner's needs and feelings. If something spilled on the customer, dating gives you anxiety. You stress over every little detail because you want your experience together to be perfect. This makes it hard for the person you're with to relax. You make a great first impression, but things can go south if you continue to apply so much pressure to your time together. If your friend started clearing the table before the customer finished eating, you often rush into love. While your eagerness is initially seen as endearing, it might take a quick turn and become overly needy and clingy. Make sure to give your partner the space to breathe. If you don't, it's more likely you'll end up solo than forming the connection you are so desperate for. Finding the perfect pair of shoes can turn into a full-on obsession. When you think about it, shoes can make or break an outfit. I want you to suspend total disbelief for a second and imagine yourself as a comfortable pair of shoes. Now tell me, who is wearing you? Yeah, you are the shoes, but who is wearing you as the shoes? Who's wearing you? Here's what it reveals. When you picture yourself as someone else's shoes, you put yourself in a position where they can step all over you. The person you chose to have wear you is someone you easily follow or devote yourself to. Someone you are willing and ready to give your heart and soul to. Did that catch you off guard? Don't worry, there's no shame in wanting to be completely dominated. maybe a little embarrassment, but that's part of the thrill, right? There's only one way to win the battle of the bulge: exercise. Fitness has evolved to be fun, and anyone with a regular workout routine will tell you a good workout releases endorphins that make you feel great. So, you decide to join a gym, but for some reason you stop going. What's that reason? Why did you decide to quit going to the gym? After another stint as a couch potato, you decide to start exercising again. This time at a new gym. Describe your process of finding a new gym. How did you find the gym you want to join? You find a gym you like and decide to sign up for a free one-day trial. What does your trial workout instructor look like? Describe their appearance. You join this new gym and begin a regular workout routine. One day, you notice the gym always seems to play the same background music. What kind of music is it? Here's what your gym session suggests. Some say sex is one of the best workouts for your body. How you approach finding a good gym points to how you choose your partners in love. Your reason for quitting the gym relates to why you might lose interest in a lover. Was there not enough variety, or maybe there were too many options? Maybe you were just too busy. Your search for a new gym mirrors how you find a new partner. Do you gather as much information as possible and review the pros and cons? Maybe you look for a cheap and easy gym. Or maybe you seek recommendations. Your description of the workout instructor reflects someone you would secretly like to have a one-night stand with. The background music is the type of music you prefer to listen to while having sex. If you aren't listening to it already, you might want to give it a try. What do you think? Were there any shocking revelations from the session? What secrets did you surface? Please let me know. Your results are so unique to you, and I love reading whatever you're open to sharing. And I know the community does too. For more Kokology videos, make sure to check out the Kokology playlist. And be sure to thumbs up this video, because it spreads to the rest of the YouTube community that way. I am sending so much love